In a galaxy scarred by endless war, there are worlds where children learn to wield a lost gun before they can speak a prayer, where the howl of sandstorms becomes a cradle song, and the rumble of distant bombardments echoes like the heartbeat of a restless god. Varnis Secundus was such a world, a crucible of dunes and defiance, standing sentinel at the edge of the Imperium's reach, where every soul knew death was not a question of if, but when. In the final days before Cadia's fall, its sons and daughters were scattered across the stars like embers from a dying fire. Outposts, forgotten by commanders lost to history, held the line against chaos in silence. One such outpost was TERS 77 Alpha, a communications relay buried beneath the scorched sands of Varnis Secundus, a desert world on the Imperium's fringe. Built of ceramite and reinforced plasteel, the station was designed to endure the planet's merciless heat and sandstorms, its Vox arrays piercing the warp's interference. Its significance lay not in strategy, but in the 43 soldiers of the 47th Cadian Shock Troops who guarded it, remnants of a regiment once 1,000 strong, veterans of campaigns erased from Imperial records. High Command deemed them spent, fit only for garrison duty in a place where nothing happened. They were wrong. The squad's leader was Casso Varin, born in Cadia's shadow, where hablocks trembled under void shield barrages. Her earliest memory was recaf laced with promethium dust. Her second, the heft of a lost gun at 6 years old. By 13, she could dismantle and reassemble it blindfolded in under 2 minutes. A Cadian standard, not an achievement. Her violet eyes, flecked with silver, had seen stars die through a long-lost scope, yet her rare smiles never reached them. Her second-in-command, Sergeant Jorik Thane, bore the scars of the Cadian Youth Corps, each mark a testament to trials past, like the Iron Resolve, where he endured 3 days buried alive, emerging with unshaken faith. The squad included Ma Corvin, a factory worker turned tech-savvy soldier, Marcus Dane, a farm boy with supernatural aim, Petra Voss, a white shield who held a corridor alone at Tyrock Fields, and Felix Harrow, a medic whose steady hands saved lives amid artillery fire. These were the defenders of TERS 77 Alpha, forged in war, tempered by loss. Life followed Cadian doctrine. Reveille at 0500, brutal training, meticulous equipment checks, and perimeter patrols through choking sandstorms. Evenings brought tactical seminars, doctrine discussions, and remembrance ceremonies, reciting names of fallen comrades etched into the barracks walls. Losses from Thanus Prime's orc raids to Morix's toxic tunnels. The station, sunk deep into the bedrock, was a tomb-like marvel, its geothermal core powering Vox spires that defied the warp. Food arrived every 6 months via automated dropships, carrying corpse starch and tasteless protein bars. 3 years into their posting, a distress signal crackled through Voss's Vox during a patrol. An Imperial vessel had crashed 200 kilometers away, its automated beacon pleading for aid. Varin ordered an investigation, knowing reinforcements were months away. The trek across Varnis Secundus's blistering dunes took 2 days, the squad moving at dawn and dusk to avoid lethal heat. The crashed light cruiser lay half-buried in sand, its hull scarred by weapons fire. No survivors answered their hails, but the crew's bodies revealed horrors. Mutated limbs, eyes on shoulders, mouths in chests, chaos's touch. A logbook chronicled their doom. Warp storms breached the Geller field, twisting the crew over weeks. The final entry read, "The Emperor protects, but from what?" Harrow confirmed the mutations were deliberate, still active in dead flesh. Varin ordered a retreat, but the corruption followed. Dane showed symptoms first: headaches, visions of impossible colors, and whispers in alien tongues. His legendary marksmanship faltered. Quarantined, he grew worse, hearing voices from empty corridors. Then the station's Vox array began transmitting static that mimicked a dreaming mind. Shutting it down brought silence, and sounds that shouldn't exist. Footsteps, whispers, pages turning in wordless books. Thane's patrols found objects from dead comrades, a watch from Morix, a letter from Thanus Prime, tangible yet impossible. Harrow suggested latent psychic abilities triggered by chaos exposure, but all showed signs. Dreams, hallucinations, displaced relics. The corruption was a contagion of the soul. On the seventh night, the dead walked. Voss saw a faceless figure in the communications center, speaking in Corporal Jack Henna's voice. "You left me behind." It vanished before she could fire. Dead voices flooded the Vox, sharing memories only they could know. The station became a liminal space, living and dead working together, until a new presence arrived under a sky of crimson auroras. A voice, warm and paternal, offered enlightenment for submission. Varen activated the emergency beacon, rallying her squad. The assault was psychic. Visions of personal fears. Varen as a child watching her family die, Thane crushed in his trial's coffin. Cadian training held firm, reciting litanies of hate. The enemy shifted to temptation. Strength, perfect aim, resurrection. Dane broke, lured by restored vision. Varen shot him, his death breaking the psychic hold. The squad was pulled into a vast, starlit chamber, facing a robed entity with a void for a face. It transformed Corvin into a monstrous form, but she defied it, cursing its offer of perfection. The squad attacked, lost bolts, grenades, scalpels, all futile, yet their defiance shook the chamber. Varen declared, "The Emperor protects, because we stand against the dark." The entity faltered, and reality snapped back, returning them to TERS 77 Alpha. Golden figures, saints or angels, appeared, purging the corruption. One addressed Varen, "Your resistance is noted. Stay vigilant." Corvin was restored, the station cleansed. Life normalized, but the dead's voices were gone. Varen's report called it stress-induced hallucination, filed away by uncaring bureaucrats. 3 months later, the 47th was reassigned to AgriWorld Delta 7. On their last night, they honored Dane in their remembrance ceremony, hearing faint echoes of farewell. Their transport's journey was eerily perfect, but Harrow found their bodies enhanced. Scars gone, reflexes sharpened, senses heightened. Corvin sensed circuits by touch. Voss's aim rivaled Dane's. Thane felt emotions directly. Their DNA showed deliberate coding, marking them as experiments. In their final week of travel, sensors detected a vast, biomechanical entity, an invasion fleet approaching Imperial space. The captain sent a warning, likely to be ignored. On Delta 7, routine duties belied their nightmares of unseen wars. 6 months later, Inquisition orders summoned them to a classified facility. They were no longer just soldiers but prototypes for a galaxy facing ancient threats. In her dreams, Varen heard a voice beyond time, calling her to battles that would decide humanity's fate. "The Emperor protects," she whispered, knowing some threats came from within. "Please like and subscribe me."